Dogs are not our whole life, but they do make our lives whole. I want to start first by addressing the resolutional analysis that the affirmative lays out for us. I mostly agree, but I want to clarify and add to the criteria. So let's look at the criteria where the affirmative says that we should be focusing on the pet that preserves the most human lives. Now, I think saving lives is important in this debate, but we should also expand the criteria to include the pet that also increases quality of life. We should find the pet that strikes the right balance between quality of life and lives saved. With that in mind, let's get to the rebuttal to the affirmative case. First, the affirmative argues that cats protect human lives by killing rats that carry diseases, like the plague. I have three responses. First, cats carry diseases too that can cause serious illnesses in humans. This is according to the CDC. Next, I want to turn around this argument on the affirmative debater when I tell you that zoonotic transmission occurs, which means that diseases like salmonella can be passed from cats to humans, and that it is more likely, according to the CDC, when cats feed on wild animals, like the types of rats affirmative tells us about. The third response is to this idea of the plague, right? That somehow cats actually prevent the plagues from spreading. Turn this around on the affirmative as well. See, the plague was spread by infected fleas who find rats as hosts. When the cats kill those rats, the fleas don't die, nor does the plague. In fact, the plague and the infected fleas can transfer to the cats themselves. The cats then re-enter the home, and voila, you now have the plague in your home thanks to your cat. So if you want the most reliable way to introduce bacteria and diseases into your home, get a cat. Let's address now the second affirmative argument. The idea that dogs kill people, and it happens, just not very much. So I have three responses here. First, there is no inherency to this argument. That means that this problem doesn't always happen. It is very avoidable by selecting less aggressive dog breeds. According to Business Insider in 2019, they say that of the 50 deaths from dog attacks in the United States, more than half were committed by pit bulls alone. So just don't select a pit bull and your risk dramatically decreases. The second response is that the number of deaths is not the most important thing in this debate, right? Imagine if this debate was about what's better for humanity, cars or bicycles. Well, even though cars have killed thousands more people and will continue to do so, it doesn't mean that they're not better for humanity. They are, of course, in terms of their added benefits. So, third response here, we need to contextualize this impact of deaths, right? So according to the National Weather Service, lightning kills 49 people in the United States every year. Dogs kill 50. So you're no more likely to be killed by a dog than you are by lightning. And if you don't have a pit bull, it's even less likely than that. Now, let's get to the negative case. First argument. Dogs increase human well-being by decreasing anxiety, stress, and depression. So first, we have to recognize that rates of severe and moderate mental illness are increasing among all age groups. According to Mental Health America, in their 2021 survey, 60% of youth with major depression did not receive any mental health treatment. And this happens for a number of reasons. A lack of an affordable and accessible insurance marketplace, the cultural stigmas that exist around getting care, but also folks who have mental health challenges may lack the motivation to leave their home to get this care. So what this means is people are suffering, and if there was something in the home that could make them feel better, we could alleviate that suffering. And there is. Dogs, right? So even though cats may be known for being aloof, cold, and vectors for disease, dogs are known for showing unconditional love to their owners. According to a Guardian article in 2020, there are empirical reasons to see that our mental health improves from the presence of dogs. This is because it activates similar neural pathways in the same way that the parent-baby bond does, in that oxytocin levels are increased, which makes us feel a greater sense of belonging and love, which decreases loneliness and depression. Finally, let's get to the second negative argument, that dogs make us physically healthier. So next to mental health, we have to recognize that physical health is the next most important factor. So in this world of COVID-19, we've become more sedentary. We used to have to leave the home for food. Now there's DoorDash and Instacart. We used to leave the home for entertainment, go to the mall, catch a movie. Now there's Amazon and Netflix. We're staying home more and more and not getting the exercise we need. And dogs make us healthier empirically. According to Medical News Today, dogs decrease the premature death rate by 1/3 if you own a dog. According to Harvard researchers, there's a decrease in heart disease associated with people who own dogs. Even in the womb, babies face a decreased risk of childhood eczema if their mother is around a dog while they're in the womb. Look, dogs make us mentally and physically healthier. Dogs may not be our whole lives, and cats may have 9 of them, but I'll take a dog with 1 life any day.